This video will explain how to set up a static IP address on your FreeNAS server. Many would say this isn't the preferred way to do this, and it's kind of like trying to change a tire while driving a car. So do this at your own risk. I'll follow up with the IX Systems marketing and documentation teams to see if they can create something more professional. But in the meantime, this process did work for me. Now, as you can see, my system of choice here is a FreeNAS Mini XL Plus, and I'm currently up to date running FreeNAS 11.3 U2. Also, you can see I have 2 network cards. That's how the system comes from IX Systems, and I'm only using one of them right now. Later on, I'll set up the other one for 10 gig E to my PC, but in the meantime, I just used one on my home network. And the problem is after I set up a Windows share and I updated the FreeNAS system, the Dhcp, the router, issued it another separate IP address, and then my network map drives no longer work. So I thought to myself, well shoot, I need a static IP address. How do I do that? And come to find out, there's a lot of outdated methods that I found on the internet. And in fact, I even tried to just do it via the UI, and that never did stick. So if you go over to the UI and click on interfaces, let me refresh my dashboard here, network interfaces, and you try to configure it in here, it never will stick. Even if you apply the changes, accept them, you reboot everything, it just doesn't stick. So instead, today I'm going to show you how to set up a static IP address using the FreeNAS console. So here's how you do that. You go down to shell, and at the shell you type in /etc net CLI. This will bring up the FreeNAS console. I want to select option number 1, which is configured network interfaces. Press 1, hit enter. It's asking me which network interface card I want. I want IX0, that's the only one that I'm using. Press 1. Do I want to delete this interface? No, I don't. Press N, enter. It's asking now, do I want to remove the current settings of this interface? And in parentheses, this causes a momentary disconnection of the network. I'm going to press N for no, press enter. Do I want to configure interface for Dhcp? I'm going to press no. I don't want Dhcp. I don't want a dynamic setting. I want a static, so N. Configure IPv4. Yes, why? Interface name. I don't need to type it in because, as you can see, by default it already is selecting IX0, so I'll just press enter. Now here's where it's asking for the IP address you want to issue it. I chose .49 because I know for a fact I don't have 48 other live devices on my home network that I would conflict with. So I probably have about 25, but just to be safe, instead of hitting 26, I selected 49. So either way, figure out what you want your IP address to be statically on this on your FreeNAS server. So I'll go ahead and just put in the same one because, again, I did this a little earlier today. I'll press enter. Now it's asking for the subnet mask. If you don't know your subnet mask, bring up a command prompt on your Windows PC if that's what you're using. Type in ipconfig, and right here it will show your subnet mask. So for me, that's 255.255.255.0. Hit enter. It's asking, do I want to configure IPv6? For me, the answer is no. It's going to restart the network. It should go pretty quickly. Everything should stick doing it this way, and I don't even think you'll need to reboot, but you could go ahead and reboot just to be safe. So that concludes how to set a static IP address, and again, I'm using FreeNAS 11.3 U2. Good luck out there.